I watched last night's All-Star game. Not first to last pitch. I'm not going to sit here and lie. But I did actually see National Anthem. And then I played, I think, 9 holes yesterday, and then was having a couple of beverages, watching the first couple innings, went to a buddy's house and watched the last couple innings. And when it went to extra innings, this was one of those, I just kind of be honest with you, I had no idea that's how they decided the All-Star game. None. And I'm guessing none of us did. Jay Stu, did you have any idea that they did a swing-off?
Nope, not a bit. Didn't know one thing about it.
I'm not abashed to say that I didn't know. The only thing I knew heading into this All-Star game was 2 things. 1, Mizorowski was a controversial pick, and 2, that they were going to use ABS, and we'll see kind of how it looked. Okay, so I'm going to defend Ken Rosenthal against Eric Hosmer, who's like, dude, you not get the job that you actually have now. We'll get to that in a second. And then, ABS was great. It was like Cyclops. It's like the tennis thing. You're like, man, why haven't they had that sooner? And the answer is they actually do have it in the minor leagues. I don't know what we're waiting for. That thing was fantastic. You just touch your helmet, they review it, it shows in the replay, you're like, oh, look at that, just barely a strike. And I said this on the podcast, I'll say it for real here, which is I kind of think last night in the ABS, I got to be honest, I think the umps are a little bit better when you give them credit. It's like, man, that's really, really close. That's really, really hard. There's no way that the human eye can actually see ball or strike when it's that close. You're guessing. And if you say otherwise, you're lying. Like, it's really hard. You got to be really good, and you're going to make mistakes. But I do think that baseball has done a bad job, just like hockey. It's like hockey. Isn't overtime in hockey like 3-on-3 with a goalie? But most people don't know that because they don't watch regular season hockey. You're like, I had no idea. Like, yeah, it's like a different sport. So here's what happens, okay? Each league got to send up 3 hitters who each got 3 swings apiece. Whichever side had the most total homers would win the game. That's really how they decided the All-Star game. The National League came out on top thanks to Schwarber. He had 3 homers in his 3 swings. In total, the NL had 4 homers compared to 3 for the American League, and it was 6-6 at the end of 9. So I was entertained, although I do think that one of the things baseball's All-Star game has to kind of figure out is, the game is generally start the stars and get them in early and then get them out of the game. So All-Star games are usually decided by guys you're like, I've never heard of this guy. He's the one, pick a team who they had to have an All-Star. Matt Olson, for example, who a couple years ago, amazing, but this year, not amazing, and he was the Braves guy and the Braves slugger, and he was playing first base late in the game, at bat late in the game, which is fine because he's been an all-star caliber player before in his career, but really not this year. Only reason he was there because it was the Braves in Atlanta. They needed a player. Do I think it's the best way to decide a game? No. Did I think it was entertaining? Yeah. Is it different? Yeah. It's an all-star game. I'm not offended. Is anybody offended by it? Sam, are you offended by it? You're like, this is a travesty and a mockery, a travesty and mockery.
The swing off?
Yes.
Oh, I at first I thought Jason Stewart would elicit some kind of you're annoying, but we all kind of came to the same conclusion that it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun. Did you know it was coming?
No, because I mean, when's the last time an All-Star game ended in a tie?
Milwaukee, I think, in 2002, right?
Okay, well, a long time ago. So I don't think they had this rule at that time. So
no, that was the tie. That was when they started to go, it means more, and they started having it decide who got home field advantage.
No, I enjoyed it, though.
What are you going to say, Jay Stu? Oh, okay.
I enjoyed it. I thought I had no idea it was coming. The swing off is weird. Of course, the first thing you ask yourself, I don't think they did a great job of explaining this, and if they did, I missed it. Why wasn't Judge and Shohei in at the end? I guess it's been explained
were they gone?
Since they took off.
Yeah. I thought they were gone. I mean, that's part of the deal is they come in and they're like, I'm good. I'm done. Okay, listen, I'm going to just Irish exit out the back door. We did establish it's the Irish exit, right? Because the Italian exit, it's got to be everybody's got to know that you're going. It's like, hey, Joey's going. Joey's gone. Hey, Joey's
Make the
leaving.
rounds, kiss him
Yes.
goodbye. The Irish
Right.
exit is
Right.
your
Irish exit.
so
deuce.
blacked out drunk you wander out the back door.
I did not say that. You did. I know that you're right, but again, you wander out the back door. So Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, Irish exit. I was thinking the same thing, and I was at a buddy's house who has a big golf sim, and then a couple big TVs, and we're watching. We're like tied, and we're like tied again. Now what? And then all of a sudden they start doing the swing off. I wasn't really paying attention. Like, wait, this is what they do? And no one in the room had any idea. And they were much bigger baseball fans than I were. And somebody did ask, like, where's Shohei? I was like, I'm sure they're out of there. Because I remember Derek Jeter, like, in his last All-Star game, it was like second inning, and then all of a sudden there's like a plane. They're like, there goes Jeter's plane. Those dudes are out. Out. I heard Colin say that it was the greatest All-Star game he'd watched. Was that in years or in a year or ever? I'm not sure. Bit of hyperbole, but it would actually be accurate for me because I never watch All-Star games. So, yeah, it was good. It was a good celebration of the sport. It was fine. You know, it ends up essentially being a tie, and then you have kind of a creative ending. I'm not offended by any of it. The only thing that I was left walking away from the game was, how have we waited this long for ABS? And imagine the fact that we don't have it for the second half of the year. We just had it for the All-Star game. Clearly works. Pretty easy. It's been used in the minor leagues, so it's not like last night was the first night. Like, they're way past the beta testing. And you're sitting there thinking, why would we go without this? It's so much better, and it's better for the umpires. You know, call your ball, call your strike, and then people are going to see when you miss, when you make a mistake, you're making a mistake by like a millimeter. So I think most people thought, I could be wrong, most people thought that ABS would make the umpires look like clowns because of how badly they missed ball and strike calls. I think that's a fair perception to have. Oh, it's just going to show how bad these three blind mice are. Reality is, it's really hard. The margin is so very slight. And of all of those calls, some were reversed, some were not. Again, you're talking about a speck of a baseball coming in low to mid to upper 90s, and you got to make a split-second call on a millimeter or less of baseball and whether or not it comes through in the zone. ABS was a win with the exception of the fact that it's been ready to be used for 2 years now. It makes the umpires look better, not worse. Everybody likes it. It's quick. It's easy. It doesn't actually extend the game, and yet we're still not going to have it for the rest of the season. Do you know why? It's baseball. That's baseball.